In today's Madden 25 video, I'm going to break down the new A-gap blitz all the pros are running right now to dominate and get stops in Madden 25. Now, this is a very easy setup, and it only brings 4 players, so you also get good coverage. You're really going to want to check this defense out, so let's get into the breakdown right now. YouTube, what is up? It is your boy Duke, back here from sportsgamers.com. Today we're going to look at the Dime 3-2, also known as Dollar from past Maddens. Now, with this most recent patch, this defense definitely got patched with the cover 6 Willie, but now there's a new A-gap setup that people are running that I want to break down how to do it, and then also how to counter it. So, first thing you need to know is you're going to need to know your coaching adjustments. Once I break this down, then we'll get into actual setups and the counters to it as well. So, there's a few different counters and a few different ways to set it up, but you also need to know that to run this, you need auto flip off, base alignment, conservative option defense. Your zone drops, I would just recommend leaving those on default because this is actually a match-based defense, and if you want to actually run match, you need to have zone drop set to default, and if you don't, you can easily just go ahead, and shade your coverage or turn your zone drops on, although, I will say getting out of match these days is not as easy as it was earlier in the year, but that's another story for another day. So what you're going to want to do here is still come out in this double safety go from Dime 3-2. We're not going to flip it. Now, ideally, you see where I have Cam Chancellor and Fred Warner. You definitely want some fast guys here. You're going to user one. The other one's going to loop in. So the most easiest way to run this play, the easiest setup I'm going to break down first, and I'll break down some counters, is simply, once you come out of this play, audible to cover 4 palms. Now, I'm going to break down how this coverage works in a second, but as far as the blitz goes, it's actually pretty easy. So you see Fred Warner over here on the right, he's blitzing, but he's just blitzing straight down. However, in the palms, if you move him over kind of like where this other guy is on the left of the screen, now you'll see he's kind of on that same looping angle, and we can control this guy. Now, this is technically all you need to do to get the blitz to come in, but I do want to go more in depth into the coverage once I show you how the blitz works. Before I do that, if you're new to the channel, I do daily Madden 25 videos, tips and gameplays, and some college football 25 content as well. So if you're trying to get better at the game, you enjoy high-level content, you like gameplays, make sure you subscribe to the channel, drop me a like, comment on the video. We get to 500 likes on this video. I got another post-patch defense coming for you guys, free of charge. So here's just a very basic play call. We're not going to do any adjustments, just so you guys can see how this works. And yeah, you're just going to loop in right just like that. Now, this is match. If you're looking to become a better Madden 25 player and win more games, check out sportsgamers.com. This is where I post all my premium content. You get all my offensive and defensive schemes, ebooks, weekly tips, blitzes, money plays, bombs, and more. I have all the best content available at the cheapest prices available anywhere. Sign up today for as little as $9.95. Click the link in the description. I also pinned it in the comments. Let's win more games and dominate together, boys. Alright guys, so now that you see how the blitz works, it's very easy and simple to set up like I said. Let me get into how the coverage works and then how you can counter this blitz if you see somebody doing it. So first of all, how does this coverage work? Like I said, palms is very effective after the patch. There's still ways to break it, but it did get better. Match in general got better. But I want to show it to you guys against one of the most popular plays in the game right now, which is motion. This post play out of the trips, man. Palms is definitely can be pretty effective against this, so let's just take a look at it. I'm actually just going to spy the blitzer here. I don't really want the blitz to come in. I want you guys just to see how this coverage actually would play out if we have a little bit more time to make the reads. So you guys can see here, I mean, there's really nothing blatantly open. If we do have enough time, the slant in the post will start to get a little bit of separation later into play. Keep in mind, obviously, I'm just not doing anything here. But in the game, my whole thing would be using the middle of the field. Probably either the slant or the post, whichever is coming more open. But like you can see, right off the rip, the slant and the post are covered good. They do, like I said, late in the play, about right here, each start to get a yard or two of separation. I could throw them at this point, but I mean, even just rushing 3, that's a long time in the pocket. You'll look 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4. I mean, you know, we send the blitz, you probably won't have this long. You'll see that the quarter flat on the running back side, he matches the first guy into the flat, which in this case is the running back. The really nice thing about this defense against this play is that the quarter flat over here, it matches this return route, which is one of the best things about this play. Obviously, you know, you have the street match by the deep zone over here. He's backed up, so you don't really have to worry about him getting beat, you know. And then, like, yes, the safety over here matches the post. You know, we would have been user in the slant. I guess imagine that this guy's a user right here, 31 cams, a user. And it's good defense, it really is. Guys, now let's look how this play would work in real time if we're sending the blitz. When you are sending the blitz, make sure you put this guy kind of like right over the guard over here. If you misplace him, sometimes the blitz doesn't come as well, but over the guard, you guys can see they're not going to have much time. So what can we do to counter this? Well, there's a few main ways to counter this. I'm going to break down the 2 easiest ways. Now, how can we counter this? Well, first of all, guys, you know if you see them move this guy like this, they're probably running this blitz. Now, there's a few different ways we can counter it. The first and easiest, most reliable way is play action. Like, you pretty much know if you run play action and they do this type of a blitz, it's pretty much not going to work. Now, like, once in a blue moon, will it fluke in? Maybe, probably not. Because what happens when you run play action against these types of loops is that the guy just doesn't really loop anymore. He kind of does, but his angle is not the same. As you guys can see, he doesn't really loop into the gap. He just kind of like loops straight down, and he's just easily blocked. So play action is a very consistent way to beat this. It doesn't have to be any specific play action. You could audible, you know, around in your playbook, whatever you have. That's a play action pass. It's going to be good. Like right here, I'm going to go to PA snag. You don't have to block anybody. You can do whatever route combo you want. Now, certain play actions, like I said, have better routes than others. So, you know, it is nice to find a play action that does have good routes. But like here, you know, with PA snag, you know, I'm just going to do a few basic hot routes, nothing crazy. And you guys can see, I mean, you know, I'm able to easily make a read because there is no pressure. Now, I know for most people, running play action every play is not ideal. You probably want an actual legit, easy way to block this consistently. And there's a few different things you can do. Now, play action is definitely the most consistent way to pick this up. If you want another pretty much 100% consistent way to do this, I got you. If you don't want to run play action, I feel you, because I don't always either. So you're still going to want to like make sure you watch if they drag this guy out, because you pretty much know if you see that, they're blitzing him, right? Now, if you see this and you don't want to run play action, something easy you can do is block the running back, then double team the D tackle. Now, there are other ways where you don't have to block the running back, but like if you want to be 100% sure it's getting picked up, blocking the running back and double teaming the D tackle is going to do the trick. Like I said, there's other ways too, but I will say that sometimes, you know, the other ways, the dude flukes in. You know, I don't like him fluking in, so I'm going to just do this. Double team D tackle, block running back, and you guys can see at that point, you know, you pretty much know every time it's getting picked up. Ignore the bad read right there. I'm just trying to show you how it's picked up. And, you know, this doesn't really matter formation. This is going to pick it up. And, you know, if they start sending corners and extra guys at you, this will be effective against that too. You know, does a pretty good job. So, hey, I know it sucks, but it is what it is. Play action or this will 100% give you time. Now, obviously, in a real game, you know, I'm going to make some better play calls, but this does pick it up, as you guys can see, every single time. It's good. So, hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, smash that like button. Until next time, it's your boy Duke, and I'm out of here.